So we have made a potato shape with 2 pinch pots. We've put them together, scored, slipped, and blended, and we put a hole in it so that as it shrinks, as the air leaves the clay and the clay particles start to shrink, it won't create a weak spot because the air can come out the hole. So now we're ready to create the face of our piggy. Okay, so we're going to be making a piggy bank or something else that is functional and useful. I'm going to show you how to do this guy, but I want you to use your imagination and change it, but use the techniques that I'm showing you. So today I'm going to show you how to do the eyes, nose, and ears. All right? So the first thing that we do if we have 2 things that are the same size is we start by getting our clay and making 2 equal size pieces of clay. I like to do that by rolling a coil and then pinching or cutting that in half. So now I've got 2 approximately similar sized pieces of clay. I'm going to roll those into balls. Got 1. And 2. Then I'm going to go ahead and make a ball for the nose or the snout right here. And I want this guy to have a really big snout. Totally up to you what you want to do. All right, so there's my snout. And I'll come back to the ears. So I'm going to make this part where my face goes, and then I'll poke my hole up here because that's where my coin slot's going to end up going. I don't want to forget to do that, so I'll go ahead and do that right now. Poke my hole, my coin slot's going to go right there, and I can kind of blend that over if my clay is soft enough. Now if your clay is kind of hard, if it's leather hard like the bottom of your shoe, then you're not going to be able to just smush it over like that. But that's okay because you can just put the snout on top of it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is figure out where my snout's going to go and smash it just a little bit. I'm going to trace it with my needle tool or my bamboo skewer. And then I'm going to get some water. You can use a toothbrush. Toothbrush works really great. So I'm going to take my toothbrush and I'm going to wet the surface of this, and I'm going to score it with my needle tool, staying inside the lines that I made. Then I'm going to score the piece I'm going to attach. Then I'm going to put it on there. And I'm going to go ahead and smash this quite a bit. You want to really attach it well. Shape it to what you want it to be. This guy's going to have a nice big snoot. Now I'm going to put my eyes on. I'm going to do the same thing. I want one eye there and one eye there. So I'm going to trace it with my needle tool, so I know where to score. I haven't pushed it on yet. I just kind of laid them on there. Now I've got my marks. You don't want all that much water. Score that. Score up what you're putting on there. And press them on really well. This clay is super soft, so I don't have to press too hard, but if your clay is not super soft, you're going to have to press really hard. All right, now I'm missing pupils and nostrils. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to use the back of a pencil, because it's got a nice round flat spot, and I'm just going to stamp it in. One pupil. There's two. And there's my nostrils. Now this piggy needs some ears. To make ears, get 2 pieces of clay, approximately the same size. So I've got my clay. I'm going to roll it into my coil so that I can pinch it in half. Then I'm going to make a teardrop. So I've got a ball. Roll one side to make a teardrop. I need a ball. Roll one side to make a teardrop. Okay? After I make 2 teardrops, I'm going to take them and I'm going to gently squish so that it looks like this. Okay? Then I'm going to flatten this end because that's where I'm going to attach it. So that part's flat. Gently squish just right here, not on the end, just right here. And then flatten this part because that's where I'm going to attach it. And if you messed up and put your hole somewhere else, no big deal, you can seal it over. I'll fix that in a minute. So now I'm going to figure out where I want my ears. First, I'm going to place them. And if I like where I placed them, then I can trace them. Place them, then trace them. Take them off. Score and slip. Remember to stay inside your lines because you don't want to have to clean up any extra score marks that aren't necessary. Then I'm going to take them and I'm going to gently but firmly really push it on there. Now if you wanted to, you could blend that. You can also give your piggy's ear a little bit of curl if you want. So now I've got a piggy face.